So I was on the phone recently with a parent and they asked me, what does a screening look like? And so I'm going to answer that for us today in this video. When I'm thinking about a screening, I'm thinking about how it is our first impression, not only my first impression of the kiddo, but the kiddo's first impression of me. And at the center of my work is relationship building. So I am keeping this really low pressure. I am getting to know the child and the child is getting to know me. It's different than an evaluation. A screening is only 20 to 30 minutes long. It's just a quick snapshot of the child. Speech screenings are short, sweet, and jam-packed full of data for the SLP. Before I meet the child, I typically have a bit of information from their grown-up, whether that's their teacher or their parent. They've told me a little bit about what they're concerned about, and that helps me guide the screening and then also answer their questions at the very end. This gives me such good information. I get to see how they use their skills in a functional way. I get to see how they structure their sentences, what vocabulary words they use, how their speech sounds are appearing in conversational speech. I also get to gauge their level of awareness. If they're older, they might know that they are struggling in certain areas and might be also seeking support, and they can kind of tell me what works for them and what hasn't worked for them. So after I've spent some time getting to know the child, and we've had a few minutes and we're laughing and playing, I transition them into more of a structured activity. So if we're looking at speech sounds, I might have them look at some pictures, say some words. I might ask them some questions, ask them to tell me a story. Right, so the last part, the third part here is when I reconnect with the family to let them know what I noticed, give them my impressions on things, interpret that, all that data that I collected in the first two parts, and I'm answering any of the questions that you might have, getting you the resources that you might need, and we are deciding one of two things. We could be deciding that this is a good time to move forward with a more comprehensive evaluation where we take a deep dive on those speech and language skills, or we might be saying, let's hold off on that for right now. I hope this was helpful. If you would like to get started with a screener today, you can just visit our website at our little Get Started tab. We've got an intake form with just some basic information. I'll give you a call and we'll chat.